I'm going to review the Angel Tarot deck, which is by Doreen Radley Valentine. Comes in a box, and in the box you also get a little booklet, a little guidebook to tell you how to use them. It has examples of spreads, and it has the meanings of the major arcana and the minor arcana. So it's quite good for a reference booklet, or for anybody who's new to cards, who's not sure. It gives you a good starting point. The cards themselves are quite large. If I turn them horizontal, there's no way I'd be able to shuffle those cards. I would have to shuffle them vertically that way to pick them up. So they are quite large, as I say. They're embossed with silver around the edges, which is quite nice. The colours that are used in the artwork are very vibrant and deep colours, and I actually really like the colours. She has renamed some of the major arcana, which are a little bit different from some of the decks that as a tarot reader I'm used to. But just to show you, the first one, this is the major arcana, this is the Fool, and she's classed this as the Dreamer. And on the major arcana, you'll also notice at the top of each card you've also got the name of the angel. And throughout the deck, major and minor arcana, she's put information about the meaning of each card at the bottom, which again is really good for those new to tarot, or anybody, if you're reading with somebody and you get stuck. We've all been there with people who are blocked or are very skeptical, and we get a bit stuck. So that's pretty good to have. So that's the Fool. She's included the dog on that card as well. That's that one. And you've got some of the normal ones that we used to. I quite like the image on that card. That's the Magician or the Magus. And you've got the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, so one of the cards that I particularly like is a High Priest, and in this particular deck she's named it as Unity, which I think is quite nice. The bottom she's put traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organisations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. And it does look quite a spiritual card. You can see the orbs around there. They've got various religious or cultural symbols in them as well. That's quite a nice one. Got the Lovers, and Chariots. Let's say some of these are normal. She has changed around Justice and Strength. So Justice is card 8, and Strength will be card 11. That's the Hermit, the Wheel, and there you go, there's Strength. And that particular angel is sitting on the back of a tiger. Strength is normally the woman and the lion. So that image, she's put there Archangel Ariel sitting on the back of the tiger. That image reminds me very much of the Hindu goddess Kali, who rides on the back of a tiger. Number 12 is the Hangman normally, and she's got this as Awakening. The Death card, number 13, is Release. 14, which is normally Temperance, she's got as Balance. And 15, which is normally the Devil, she's put as Ego. And I quite like the naming of that card as Ego. That's quite good. The Tower as well is quite a nice one, the way she's changed this. Number 16, the Tower, she's classed this as Life Experience. So So when you think of the Tower being disappointments, disruptions, being called life experience is quite apt. And start. The Moon, the Sun, Judgment, she calls renewal, number 20, and then 21, the World. So as you can see, the colour, the artwork is very vibrant. There does seem to be a lot going on in the colours itself, though. You know, when you look at the cards, as you can see some of the background images on the cards. With the minor arcana, she has, with this particular deck, she's simplified this. So you've got wands, she calls them fire, and wands are normally representing the element of fire. And again, as you can see, she's got a little meaning at the bottom to make things a lot easier. Now, just to show you some of the fire suit. Can you see what I mean about the colours? I mean, some of these cards are very vibrant, as I say, but you've also got a lot going on with the actual colour rather than the detail in the card. I do know people who use these cards to read for other people. So now you've got the Cups suit, which is just called as water. Cups represents water. For myself personally, I do like to use these cards for myself every now and then, just because I like the images and I like the colours on them. I haven't tried to read them for other people. And one of the reasons for that is because I like to read reversed cards as well. And when I tried to do that with this particular deck, it just didn't feel that it was working at all. And sometimes with constantly upright cards, I just get the feeling that it's not quite right. But as I say, that's just the way I like to do things. But I do know other people who do read them for reading for other people. So I'd actually put air on that one. This is normally swords, and she's just classed it as air because swords normally represent air, so nice and simple. And she's got lovely images of Pegasus and unicorns in this particular suit. And of course, with air, with swords, you've got some of the nasty cards in the tarot deck, which I mean, there's the 8. Some of the descriptions on these I quite like as well. So the 8 of air, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. And there you can see that unicorn's being chased by a herd of unicorns. Then you've got the 9 of swords. You've got a unicorn sitting in the middle. Are they dead or are they asleep? Matter of interpretation, isn't it, that one? At the bottom it's got expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. Again, I quite like the way she's put that. And again with the 10 of air, which is another particularly nasty card, a 10 of swords. The end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. I like the way she's put that as well. And here are the last few of air. And then we come to earth, which are normally pentacles. Now you've got the ace. As you can see, these are nice green colour. As I say, I think these cards are quite good for somebody who is new to tarot. Because of the description at the bottom, that's quite handy to have if you get stuck or if you're just learning. With myself, I collect tarot as well as reading them, and I've got over 70 decks, and I really love the artwork on these cards, which is what attracted me to buying them in the first place. This is the back of the cards. So again, that's a lovely blue colour, and you've got Archangel Michael. Well, that's more of a representation of the world in the major arcana that she's used there. So this is Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck. And I will be reviewing some more of her decks because I do have a few more of them, and I might do one of those next. I know some people have gone off her cards, but again, that's just a matter of personal opinion. And she does have her own interpretation of the tarot cards. And when you've been reading them for several years, you'll find that you do pick up your own interpretations of things as well. So there's nothing bad about that. You'll find that every deck has got something different in it, which gives us a lot more information about the tarot at the end of the day. So it's quite good to try different decks out and to try the different namings of each card to see how you find them and what else you learn from them. Okay, so I'll see you again soon. Thank you.